Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. Today I just want to show you the correct way to start knitting. The correct way to add the amount of stitches that you want to the needle so that you can start. I am making some tops like this one. And so I'm going to be starting another one, and I need to get the stitches on the needle so that I can start knitting. So I have my yarn here. Let's get my end. So I have my end. I can choose one of the needles, and just at the bottom I just want to tie a knot, and I like to leave a lot of extra so that I can use that part to stitch the garment closed when I'm finished. So I just like leaving a long tail here. I just tie it in a square knot, so right over left, left over right, just to make sure it's a good knot to start my project on. So I have my knot here. So that's step one. Now, to add a stitch, my dad actually taught me the correct way to do this. I take it around my finger, make the loop, and then tuck it in and pull. So you see something like that. Again, wrap it around my finger, tuck it in, and pull. So you should see, start to get some knots to one side of the needle like that. Take it around and pull. Wrap it around your finger, tuck it in, and pull. So now you'll need to know how many stitches you want to make whatever it is you're making. Here, I think I'm gonna need 26. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's add the rest together. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you don't want to pull too tight. You don't need to pull too tight. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Now let's count and make sure I have the right amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Say you had an extra one, all you gotta do is just pop it off. It's gone. I'll add it back. But that's all you would have to do, and of course if you're a short one, just add another one. And now that you have your nice row of stitches, you can start to knit from there. And you will have a really nice end to your stitch, especially if you're sewing a scarf or something like that where the ends will be exposed. You want to have a nice clean end. So now you can start knitting. Oh, see, I lost one. If you ever do something like that, you can always just add it back. It's not that easy if you lost it later on, but the first row will be okay if you do that. So you can see I start knitting and we're all good. Maybe I'll do a whole row here for you guys so you can see how it looks. And And you don't want to make it too thick on the first time. You'll start to get the tension to even out on all the stitches. It's kind of wonky the first time, but as you get more stitches on your needle, the tension will become more even. You'll get more in a flow. See, it's already getting a little too tight down here, so I'm trying to be looser with how I'm knitting, or the tension I'm using to wrap the string around. But again, after the first row, it'll get a bit easier. And if you never know how many you want to use, you can always just wrap them around like I showed you and do a first stitch, and then kind of spread them out, and then you will see really how long your finished product is going to be. Sometimes when you first put it on the needle, it's not a good representation of how long or how wide what your knitting will be when you first wrap it on the needle, because you're not taking into account the yarn size or your needle size. I'm using kind of a small needle for this big yarn right now. So when I kind of spread it out like this after my first stitch, I can kind of see how long it's gonna be. So I have, you know, my shirt that I knit right here, and I'm trying to make another one. So as you can see, it's about the same exact length, which I remember, I'm pretty sure I did around 26. I did 23 on the last one and it was a little short, so this one's gonna be 26. And if you're curious, I just use six stitches here to do the sleeves, or like armhole here, tank top, and then I just stitch them on here with a needle, and it's really easy. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and let me know if you have any questions or want me to make any other knitting videos, and happy knitting!